Okay, Shalom. Shalom, first and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, QADASH. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, okay, and teach well. Um, yeah, but this one's going to be a quickie, and I'm going to go into basically Israel and how we are in captivity, okay? So first off, the book of Deuteronomy and the 28th, Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, first verse, it says, "It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently," Salakia. It says, "If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahawah thy power, to observe to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahawah thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth." Okay. "And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power." So it's conditional, okay? And you got all the blessings going down to the 14th verse. And on the 15th verse, it says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." Okay. And 68th verse, okay? "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships," okay? Which is talking about America or the Americas, okay? But namely and mainly the United States of America, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, okay? That's pertaining to the book of Revelations, the 11th chapter and the 8th verse, okay? The America will be known as spiritually Sodom and Egypt, okay? 68th verse, Deuteronomy 28:68, "And the Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt again with ships," okay, "by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you." Okay. So now, okay, he's talking about America, okay. When you go to Jeremiah, it makes the distinction that there will be a second Exodus, okay, from the land when we was taken into captivity, okay. Jeremiah the 16th chapter and the 40th verse. "Therefore," hmm, well, well, Jeremiah 16 will start at 11. "Then thou shalt say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law." Okay, "And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land, into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers." And there, so basically, it's a well-known fact, as it is written. Okay, Abraham came from the I believe the land of from Mesopotamia. Okay, which is where Babylon is situated. Okay, so Abraham was familiar. Abraham was familiar with Babylon. Okay, because he the Most High told him to get out from Mesopotamia. Okay, So it's saying, neither ye nor your fathers have known, okay? But Abraham, who is one of our fathers, okay, our forefathers, he knew that land, okay? So this is talking about America, okay? Jeremiah 16:13, therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there ye shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor, okay? That's in the land of America. Um, let's go to Genesis and just get that reference point I was talking about. Abraham. So this is basically the point. Genesis 12, and I'm sure it says Mesopotamia. Yep, from Ur of the Chaldees, Khan. Beautiful. That's what I was looking for. And Genesis 11:31, and Terah took Abraham his son, and Lot the son of Haran his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abraham's wife, and they went forth with them from the Ur of the Chaldees, which is Babylon. Okay, the Babylons were known as the Chaldeans. Okay, in the time of Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, from the Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. Okay, which is our appointed land. Okay, which is the promised land, which the Canaanites are heathens. That's why we had to ethnically cleanse the land, so to speak, in the times of Joshua. Okay, let's read that again. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees, okay, which is where Babylon is situated, which proves that Jeremiah the 16th chapter is not talking about the Babylonian captivity. It's actually talking about in the captivity we are in now, which is the daughter of Babylon, aka Esau, Edom, aka the Roman Empire. Okay, which is that beast that was diverse from all the other beasts. Okay, in the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter. Okay, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan, and they came unto Haran and dwelt there. Okay, Genesis 12:1. Now the Lord has said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country, okay, which is Ur of Chaldees, from thy kindred, from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee, and I will make thee a great nation. Okay, so let's go back to Jeremiah. So we basically, what I'm getting at, okay, is that it says that our fathers knew not. Jeremiah 16:13, therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there ye shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Okay, and that's a lot. The last captivity that we've had to endure is under the so-called white man, who's known as the Edomites in the Bible. Okay, therefore behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Okay, you can read that in the book of the Exodus. Okay, but 15th verse, but the Lord Yahawah liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Okay, from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Okay, that's to establish the kingdom of heaven on the earth. Okay, and that will be after the return of the Messiah, okay, of Hamashiach, Yahawashi, okay, will be brought into our land, okay. That's the promises, okay, that the Lord Yahweh BAHASHEM Yahawashi made unto the Israelites, okay. Jeremiah 16:16, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, okay, and they shall fish them, okay. Like Yahawashi said in the gospel, okay, in that he will make the disciples fishers of men, okay, fishing for the elect of the house of Israel, okay. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. Okay. It's talking about basically um let's not talk, okay. Let's just let the scriptures do the talking. Because they got their underground military bunkers for the time that is coming upon them, okay, which is the return of the Lord and the angels, okay. It says that they shall hide for the appearance of the Lord, okay. Amos, no, I know there's one in Amos. Yep, Revelation 6:15. This is just a reference, okay. Revelation 6:15, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, okay, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, okay, because he's coming to wreck shop, okay, as it says in the book of Daniel, okay, fiery flame, fiery stream, which is them laser beams, okay, concentrated fire that the Lord's gonna shoot from his vehicle, which are the so-called white man calls UFOs, okay. Um, Daniel 7 and whoa, 7 and 7. After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, because we know the first beast is referring to the Babylonian Empire, okay, the Neo Babylonian Empire under Nebuchadnezzar. The second beast is talking about the Persian Empire, the Medo Persian Empire. The third beast is talking about the Greek Empire, and the fourth beast is talking about the Roman Empire. Okay, Daniel chapter 7:7. After this, I saw in a night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, that's the Roman Empire, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Okay, and basically the 10 horns is going into the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. You can read that upon one of many scriptures. Okay, there's the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, which there's 7 heads of the 7 different rulerships of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay, they're known as Edomites in the Bible. Okay, and the 7 heads, I believe, the 10 horns represent the EU. Okay, the original nations of the EU. When you go into Revelation, it's the 10 nations of the EU, the 10 countries of the EU, okay, and the 7 heads are the different empires that Esau ruled in, which is the Greek, Roman, Spanish, French, Germania Major, or the Dutch, Germania, Germania Major, which goes into the Prussian Empire, the Germania Minor, which goes into the Dutch Empire, the British, and it says the 8th that came out of the 7th, which is Britain and America, because America came out of Britain. Okay, that you can read that in the book of Revelations. I consider the horns And behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there was 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. Okay, he's talking about um, America. Okay, and the 3 roots that it was plucked up, they basically is the Spanish, the French, and the British. Okay, and behold, in his horns were like the eyes of a man, and the mouth speaking great things. Okay, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Okay, the Most High, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head as like the pure wool. Okay, so the Most High, the God Almighty, is a so-called dark-skinned black man. Okay, pertaining to the Book of Revelations. Okay, the first chapter. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. Okay, that's the chariots, what the white man calls UFOs. Okay, 10th verse, and a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Okay, that's them laser beams. Okay, thousands and thousands ministered unto him, 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set and the books were opened. Okay, um, so Khan, that's the UFOs. Okay, let's go back to Jeremiah 16 and 16. So getting Revelations, right? And Revelations, this took us to Revelations, and Book of Revelations took us to the wrath of the Lamb, the appearance of the Most High, and the Son, sending his Son back on the earth, which is in the Book of Daniel. Okay, but now there's a reoccurring theme, right? The reoccurring theme is that the Israelites will be in captivity. Okay, the heathen shall do my judgment. Yep, Ezekiel 39 and 23. And the heathen. So this is World War III, going into World War III. Okay, and the Russians uh, uh, um, basically destroying the land of Israel and cleansing it. Okay, there's 38th verse goes into World War III. Okay, and I'm not gonna get that now. And this goes into the land of Israel being destroyed, and ultimately it's going to be cleansed for our sake. Okay, Ezekiel 39 and 21, and I will set my glory among the heathen. Okay, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. Okay, which is YAHAWASHI, is the right hand of the Most High. Okay, to execute judgment on the earth. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord, their power, their God, the Israelites. Okay, from that day and forward. 23rd verse, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. 25th verse. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel. Okay, Jacob, Israel is the same thing, same guy. Okay, Jacob got his name changed to Israel. Okay, and will be jealous for my holy name. Okay, I think we can stop there. 29th verse, let's just get that. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord. Power, okay? And it says, basically the house of Israel, right? Amos chapter 3, okay, and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities, okay? Which is what happened, okay? I know there was another one I wanted to get. Yep, Joel. In the last days, look at Joel. He must pour out his spirit upon all flesh. This is unprecedented, okay? This is unprecedented. Yep. Joel chapter 2. Ooh. Let's just get the point. Joel 2:28, and it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. Okay. 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. Okay. For in Mount Zion, okay, which Zion is to Zion, which means monument, okay, and the monument on the earth, the monument of the Most High on the earth are the children of Israel, okay. So only the Israelites are eligible for deliverance, okay, and salvation. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, which is a people before a place, and in Jerusalem, okay, because the Lord said, what, where two or three are gathered in my name, I am in the midst, okay, in the spirit, okay, in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord have said, in the remnant whom the Lord shall call, okay. And to just back this up, right, just to back up that point, Isaiah, Isaiah 48:12, hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called, I am he, I am the first, I also am the last, okay. Only the Israelites can be called, okay, through all the people in the book, the disciples, the servants, the prophets, okay, everybody, okay, who pertain of anything to do with the Most High is all Israelites, okay, no other nation, okay. Because we can see, right? Because we can see through the signs, okay, through the prophecies, who the Israelites are, okay. Um, right, the curse again, okay. Let's go Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Okay. 43rd verse. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. Okay. So when the heathens come to where we dwell, they're the ones opening up corner shops, liquor stores, in America, corner shops off licenses, which is basically the liquor store, the off license, the franchises, this, the restaurants, and you don't see Jake owning businesses like that. They're due to get shut down. For example, where I'm living now, right? The first few months, there was a Mexican restaurant, okay, up the road, and within another 6 months, it was closed down, okay, and made into something else, okay. The curses, right, okay. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 43. So like the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. Predominantly, he's talking about Esau. He's talking about the people that call themselves Jews, but are not Jews. Okay, they're not the real Jews. Okay, and thou shalt be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee. And basically, when I was talking about the Jews, you can read Revelations, the second chapter, the ninth verse, and Revelation, the third chapter, and the ninth verse also. It talks about the people that call themselves Jews but are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Because we know the adversary of the Israelites, which Satan means adversary, the adversary of the Israelites is the so-called nation of Esau and Edom, the so-called white man. In Genesis 27 and 41, it says Esau hated Jacob. Okay, so he's been conspiring against us to basically finish us off, okay, in any way he can, okay. It keeps us underfoot, okay. Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Okay? 48 verse. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee. Okay, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. Okay, do we not have to go to the so-called white man for all things? And he shall put a yoke of iron, literally all things. Crazy. And he shall put a yoke of iron. Okay, look at that. The signs and wonders. Look at that. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay? And understand, yeah, in the book of Psalms, 17th chapter, the 13th verse, okay, the wicked are known as the sword of the Lord. So the Lord sent the so-called white man, okay, against us, okay? The Lord sent him against us to punish us. Okay? Deuteronomy 28 and 49. And the Lord Yahawah shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. Whose logo is the eagle? Need I say more? You can read the book of Obadiah. It will talk about the eagle. Read the book of Obadiah. It talks about Esau, Edom. Read the book of Obadiah. Okay? I ain't gonna do that now. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Okay. Let's go to the 64th verse. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. That's where you get the Gentiles. Because you got two types of Gentiles. You got the heathen, and then you got the Israelites. They're in a heathenistic state of mind, serving other gods, okay? Not serving Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, okay? Not meditating on the will of Yahawah, Hashem, Yahawashi, okay? The people that follow their own heart, okay? Of our people that follow their own heart, okay? And we'll get that even. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods. That's when we turn into Gentiles, okay? We turned into Gentiles, okay? But now we're turning back, okay? It says to repent, okay? Convert, all these things that mean to come back, okay? All these words that mean to turn back, repent, convert, okay? Be healed, which implies that we were smoked, okay? The Lord really smote us, okay? We got smoked by the Most High. He used us and the heathen, okay, against us, okay? And there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Okay? You can continue reading that, man. But you see, it's talking about our people. Nope. Not that. So, what is it? First Maccabees. All right, let's wrap this up. The book of Baruch. Okay, Baruch chapter 2. And 29 or 28, you start 28. As thou speakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying that we just read Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy means second book of the law, okay? 29th verse. If 29th verse, Salakia, yeah. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them. Okay. I mean, really, I could have started more further up, but we're going to continue. We just read that in the 64th verse that we'll be scattered, okay? That basically our seed, okay? Because the seed goes through the men, okay? Through the man, okay? So our seed will be scattered, okay? We'll basically lay with the women of the other nations, bring forth seed, okay? And be amalgamated into them people, even unto this day, okay? And you can read that in Isaiah chapter 11 and 11, that our people will be recovered, the remnant will be recovered from the four winds, from the four corners of the earth, okay? From all places where we've been scattered. So if we're not scattered in a certain place, then there will be no Israelites there, Okay, but the whole point is we'll be scattered literally among all people. Okay, Baruch chapter 2 and 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. Okay. There's even a book in Peter, I can't remember, that it says, damn, man. It's in one of the later books, man, one of the later prophets. Maybe in the book of Peter, James, Titus, even. It says that we'll call to mind. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear, that they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the ways of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. Okay, which is us coming back. Okay, because reincarnation is in the Bible. Okay, reincarnation is which means to turn back or back. Khan, which when you go into the word carnally, okay, means meat. Okay, meat or flesh. Okay, reincarnation. Okay, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. Okay. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land I have given them. Okay. Go to the fourth verse, pretty much says the same thing. Baruch 4 and 6, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. Okay. Uh, yeah, man. It was, let's read again, Baruch 4 and 6, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. Okay. This happened in the time of the went into the end of the weeks. Um, Salakia. Yep. I was looking for another one, but I'll get this. First Maccabees 3 and 48, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay, what's the book of the law? The Holy Scriptures. Okay, the Torah, so to speak, but the whole book from front to back. Okay, is a book of laws, commandments, prophecies. Okay, history. Okay, 49th verse. They bought. No. 51st verse. For thy sanctuary is trodden down and profane, and thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. And lo, the heathen are assembled together against us to destroy us. Okay, the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel. what things they imagine against us, thou knowest. So they already knew. That's why in second Ezra's, in the Apocrypha, in this very same book, in the second Ezra's 13th chapter, in the 40th verse on down, it says that um the northern kingdom, which consists today of the Native Americans and Latinos, okay, the northern kingdom, they took counsel to leave the multitude of the heathen, because they already was up on game, and the heathen are ultimately gonna um try to basically destroy him, okay. um what things they imagine against us, thou knowest, okay. Psalms, I'm gonna wrap it up though. Yeah, a couple more. Psalms 83 and 1. A song or psalm of Asaph. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Okay? They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Like what we're doing as a nation is really we're snitching on you heathens, especially on you white people, which are Edomites. We're gonna read that. Okay, we're basically snitching to the Most High to come and punish you. Okay, straight. Okay, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Okay, so they're confederate against the Most High, because it says that we're the apple of the Most High's eye. So you touch us, okay, you touching basically, you really sticking it to the Most High, which is not a good idea. Okay, they are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Eden, but really the Most High gave you power to do your thing. Okay, in Daniel 4 and 17, it says the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Okay, the tabernacles of Edom. Okay, which are you Edomites? Edom means red, and we know you Edomites are red as hell. Okay, especially the sun been up, and the Ishmaelites. Okay, okay, you fucking so-called Arabs, which Arab means mixed. So we know that the Ishmaelites are among those people. Okay, in the Middle East of Moab and the Hagarenes. Okay, you indigenous Africans. Okay, Gabal, which all you motherfuckers had a hand in basically transatlantic slavery, the Arabs and the indigenous Africans, and even some of our own people that were subscribing to these different religions like Islam. Okay, they was basically the Uncle Toms of the Ishmaelites that had a hand in selling us to the so-called white man, to Esau. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes. Okay, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek. Amalek are the so-called Jews, which are not Jews. Amalek is basically the chief house of Esau, Edom, which in Revelations 2 and 9 and 3 and 9, it speaks about the synagogue of Satan, the chief house of Satan, is basically Amalek, okay? The Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre, that's why the so-called Jews run the world, okay? Inhabitants of Tyre, Assur also is joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna do them like we did to them heathen in the time of Joshua, okay, when we took over the land, okay? When we first took the land. So all these different nations here come against the Israelites, okay, to try and cut us off, okay. Jeremiah. Last one. Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Okay. In the 7th verse, though, it says, Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord Yahweh is. Okay. So, boy, it's all about coming back to your true nationality. Okay. That's what it's about. Calling on the correct names of Yahweh, which is the Most High, and YAHAWASHI, which is the Son of the Most High. Okay. So, boy, you know what? Gonna give all praises to Yahweh, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHEM, QADASH. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. I hope this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom. Shalom, shalom.